Sir, you are audible. Uh, Pandharipande, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir, but you are not visible.
What? No, I.
Sir, you can just log out and log in again, sir.
Okay, okay. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Hello.
सर तुमची आवाज येतो आम्हाला.
Hello.
Sir, you're audible, sir.
But what camera is on actually?
No issue of camera, sir, because screen will be shared from here only. My voice is audible to sir, please.
Huh?
My voice is audible through
No,
Zoom to
your
you.
phone is audible.
Okay.
You are on phone actually.
Yeah.
There is
So
something.
again, you have to change the device, I think so, sir.
I think I will do it on mobile only.
Yeah, yes, no issue. So by that time, our honorable guest join our cloud meeting. I would give a brief introduction. Dr. V.M. Pandharipande sir, former Vice Chancellor of our university, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Also, he is a former director of VNIT Nagpur and adjacent professor of EC department at Osmania University. He has obtained his BE degree from Nagpur University way back in the year 1970 and MTech degree and PhD in Electronic and Communication from IIT Kharagpur way back in the year 1972-79. During the year 1972-74, worked as a scientific officer at TFIR Mumbai, joined as a faculty member in Radar Communication Center IIT Kharagpur way back in the year 1974 and served there till 1983 as an assistant professor. During his stay, IIT worked on sponsored research project funded by DRDO, Department of Electronics Space Application Center in the field of phased radar, slotted, waveguide, Koppler, salted RE antennas, strip, microstrip antennas, and feed system. He joined Electronic and Communication Engineering Department of Osmania University way back in the year 1983 and was responsible for establishment of research and training facilities in microwave engineering. He has organized several short-term courses for scientists and engineers working in industry R&D institution in the field of microwave circuits, antennas, and radar system. He was the head of department during the year 1985 to 87, 89 to 90, chairman board of studies during 1987 to 1990, and the year 1969 to 1963, director curriculum development and accreditation audit during the year 1996, 99, and dean faculty of engineering in the year 1999, 2001. He was the director of VNIT Nagpur for the year 2003-2004. He is a management representative for ISO 9000 certification of College of Engineering of Osmania University. He was the coordinator of prestigious project Impact funded by World Bank and Swiss Development Corporation during the year 1990 to 1996. Coordinator of Technical Education Quality Improvement Project from World Bank and resource person for preparation of project of network project funded by Swiss Development Corporation. He has served as a member of National Radar Counseling Working Group on Radar and Navigational Aids Advisor UPSC, expert member of National Board of Accreditation AICT, Recruitment and Assessment Board of DRDO, Project Review Committee of DLRL and DRDL Ministry of Defense. He has successfully completed sponsored research project funded by AICT, CSI, SIR, LRDE, DST, Department of Electronics and Ministry of MHRD, and published more than 120 research paper in national and international journal. He has authored 14 book in Marathi literature. He was the he has received the best teacher award from government of Andhra Pradesh way back in the year 2001. And sir, wish you are the award from Institute of Engineer way back in the year 2000 and IETE award in the year 2002, Best Teacher Award from Faculty of Engineering, Osmania University, way back in the year 2002. Dr. Pandharipande sir is a fellow of IETE, fellow of AP Academic of Science and member of ISTE. He is on the editorial board of IETE and Journal of AP of Academic Science. At present, he is the director of Center for Excellence in Microwave Engineering established by Astra Microwave Product Limited, Osmania University, Hyderabad. So indeed, it is really an pleasure and honor for all of us to have him here as a resource person. So again, I welcome our honorable guest, Dr. Vijay Pandharipande, sir, and I would now hand over the session to him. Over to you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Rafi, for introduction. In fact, always I get slightly awkward. I feel awkward when somebody gives such a long introduction because what you are and what you were in the past is two different things. So whatever the Dr. Rafi has told, that is all the past history. Anyway, uh, let me hope that next 2 to 3 hours we will have a fruitful interaction. I have purposely used the word interaction because I do not want one-way traffic that I keep on talking and you simply listen. That is not the real exchange of knowledge or real exchange of ideas. Therefore, I would prefer as much as cross questioning, interaction, expressing your doubts. So, as a part of it, we have two activities we can do. The first of all, I request all of you to take a piece of paper as I keep on talking. Take a piece of paper and write the answers to following questions. I'm giving you the questions. Just you have to write because always, we are talking about education system, higher education system. And we are also talking about new education policy, which has been implemented or started by the central government in 2020. Okay, so uh, let us know that why this new education policy has come up and what is wrong with our education system as a whole. So what are you are supposed to do? Take a piece of paper and write the answers to following question. Question number 1. What is drawback with me as an individual? All of you are faculty members. Everybody, has some drawbacks, some weaknesses. So first of all, you have to write what is wrong with me as an individual. Second, what is wrong with my department? You may be from particular department, commerce, business management, engineering, physics, chemistry, mathematics, English, Hindi, whatever it is. What is wrong in your department, according to you? Then what is wrong with your college in which you are there? In general, because college is a bigger institution. So what is wrong with your college? And next, what is wrong with your university to which you are affiliated? So we are talking in 4 stages. What is wrong with you as an individual? With your department, what is wrong? And with your faculty or with your college, what is wrong? And in general, what is wrong with your university into which you are affiliated as a college you are affiliated or you are employee of that university, for example. So write down what is wrong and what you can do, what according to you, what is possible, what you can do to make that wrong right. Means what steps are to be taken to get rid of that drawback or weakness, right? So because I'm after 10 to 15 minutes, we are going to have discussion on that issue also only. Because unless you know what is wrong, you cannot know what is good or what is a quality education. When you want to know what is quality education, what is new education, what is better education, You must know what is bad or what is wrong. So therefore, we are starting with that, and I'm sure take a piece of paper and do that. The second activity which I'm expecting you to do is after my lecture is over, based on my lecture, just frame only two multiple choice questions with answers. According to you, what is the answer? You can give tick mark that answer also. And send that two questions to your coordinator. It means if there are 100 participants, the coordinator will receive 200 multiple choice questions based on my lecture. They, of course, the question should be in general based on what I am going to talk. So you have to be alert and frame these two questions, write A, B, C, D, some possible answers of which one answer should be correct, and mail it. In turn, coordinator will send all those 200 questions to all of you, and you have to then do that exercise to solve those questions and again send it back to coordinator. So I hope these two exercises or two, so to say, project activities are clear, because then only you are going to enjoy my lecture. Now, as you know, this new education policy started in 2020, and then unfortunately we had this what you call corona effect epidemic in our country, and 21, 22, everything was stopped, crippled, and as a result, more or less, again we started fresh from 2023. So now we are in 2025. It means 2 years are over. Now, please try to think that even after 2 years, why there is again and again talk on new education policy. Why there are so many lectures, seminars, workshops? Why? I fail to understand. Because if you want to know what is new education policy, you can go to the website. It is hardly 40 to 50 pages document. Very simple to understand, very simple to digest. Nothing which you cannot follow. If that is the situation, why in our country still we are discussing workshops, seminars? Why? Think it is a serious matter. Nobody does it like that. So there must be something wrong somewhere. So try to find out what is. Are we not able to understand those 40 to 50 pages? Or you don't want to change? I think the second answer may be correct, that we don't want to change, and therefore we don't want to try also understand. Because if you want to change, definitely you will make efforts to understand. So these are the problems. You can see one slide on the, I think there is a triangle on the left side. No, keep this slide, previous slide. There is a triangle on the left side. It is called old education policy. And there is a rectangle on the right hand side, which is new education policy. Has anybody understood why why I have drawn a triangle for the old education system and why there is a rectangle in the new education system? Can anybody answer this question? Pictorially, old education policy is being represented by a triangle, whereas pictorially, the new education policy is being represented by a rectangle. Can anybody tell me why it is like this? Please raise your hands, unmute and talk. Raise your hand, unmute and talk. Why triangle for old and rectangle for new? It is symbolic, obviously. Nobody is able to understand.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Trupti Jadhav. And
Please.
sir, I think, sir, the pictorial images show that the old education policy is not balanced as compared to the new education policy. It shows that there is a balance in
No, what?
education.
No. What do you mean by balance? What do you mean by balance?
Balance means educational system like uh, so the colleges which are having too much fees or fee structure or
No,
the
no, 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 no,
donations,
no,
etc.
no,
like
no,
that way.
no. That I don't think that is the that it is representative. No, triangle is also a balanced figure. Rectangle is also a balanced. Every geometrical figure is a balanced figure that
Okay.
way. Okay.
Yes.
Anybody else can try? Anybody else? Nobody wants to try?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Myself, Mita Malkhandi.
Okay.
1110 is my roll number. I think triangle shows old system, that is teacher, subject, and student.
Teacher.
Subject and student. Orthodox.
What do you mean by orthodox? How triangle is representing orthodox?
Only teacher, student,
Huh?
and subject. There is nothing else.
Now also there is a teacher. We have to even now also it is same thing. We have a teacher, you have a student, you have everything. There is no difference, no.
But in old system, there is no multidisciplinaries, MDC paper, generic paper, different cases.
No, but how that thing is reflected in that rectangle and how thing is reflected in a triangle. That is
In
important.
triangle, different colors shows different meaning in triangle.
No. That
Rectangle,
colors,
sir.
that colors, etc. That is for to show that braided title. Title is braided learning. So braided learning means knitting. Actually, braided word is knitting. So that's why that knitting different colors have been shown. Anyway, uh, at least some of you have tried. Actually, what happened in old system in the
Thank you, sir.
beginning in school, when you are in school, you learn all the subjects. That base. All the subjects you learn. You learn science, you learn commerce, you learn history, you learn social studies, everything you learn. Then, when you go to high school, right? You choose.
Yes,
For
sir.
example, when you go for 10th and 12th, 9, 10th, and 12th, high school, you choose. Either you choose science or you choose maths, you choose biology, you choose commerce, you choose arts. So and then you forget other subjects. So those who are going for, let us say, arts, they forget science and maths. So from broad base, as you go up, again, when you go for graduation, you go for Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Engineering. Again, when you go for post graduation, in that bachelor also there is a specialization. For example, MA, if you have done in Marathi, then you go for MA in literature, MA in, let us say, some old classical literature, MA in modern literature, right? Even in postgraduate, suppose you are doing engineering, in basic degree will be electronics communication. But when you go for post graduation, you do specialization in computers or digital systems or something like that. So, and again, when you go for PhD, again, very narrow. You choose a very specific subject and you become expert only in that subject. So from a broad base of a triangle, as you go up, you are learning less and less and becoming specialized in only that field. Same thing is with doctor. When doctor is first, he learns biology, chemistry, physics, some pharmaceutical subject. Then as soon as he becomes MBBS, he goes for dental surgery, somebody ENT specialist or eye specialist or heart, somebody becomes surgeon, somebody becomes gynecologist, again specialization. Then there is a super specialty also. So like that. But in new education policy, what they expect that even if you are going horizontally, vertically also all subjects must be continuously learned, because the modern requirement demands that it is not enough now in the present world that you know only commerce, you don't know anything about sociology, you know only arts, you cannot operate computers, you know only literature, but you cannot know anything about business management. That will not be accepted as far as job requirements or other things. In fact, as you go for graduate and go for a job, you have to again relearn. That in fact, the process of job requirement in today's environment demands that you unlearn whatever you have learned, unlearn, forget it, again relearn, learn new things. That is the requirement of today's job market. And as you know, suddenly artificial intelligence has come up, machine learning has come up, everything has come up. Now, people think that as if in new education policy, everything is new. See, people talk about multidisciplinary learning. Means many disciplines you must know. Something about management, something about finance, something about commerce, something about literature, because language has to be known. You must be able to express yourself orally as well as in writing. So you must have a command on language. That's why people feel that as many languages you know, it is better. If you know many languages, it is always good. So, if you have to live in a work for a company, that company needs profit. So finance, marketing, management, human behavior, human relationships, psychology of the people, so many things are there. Therefore, that is how it has come. Now, does it mean that all these things were not there earlier? As if in new education policy, everything is new? No. I'll give an example. For example, when I graduated in electrical engineering or electronics engineering in 1970, I learned electrical engineering only 50%, but all other 50% subjects were from mechanical engineering, civil engineering, management, so many other branches. At that time, of course, we felt that we wanted to learn more of electrical engineering or electronics engineering. Why should we learn mechanical engineering? Why should I learn civil engineering? It has, of course, one disadvantage and many advantages also. I will tell disadvantage. When along with electronic subject, I learned other subject at the cost of electronic subject, we felt lot of difficulties when we went for post-graduation course in IIT. Because IIT expected that as an electronics engineer, if I am graduate in electronics engineer, I know this, I know this, I know this, I know that. But we found, or as a matter of fact, we were not knowing many things in electronics engineering because we were taught other subjects, obviously. So we felt a lot of difficulties. It means every system has got certain advantages and certain disadvantages also. But of course, we picked up, our professors were very good. They understood our difficulties. They were very kind enough to teach us extra, and we cope up and somehow we came to the stream of IIT standards in 1972. Another thing is people talk about one marking system and grading system. You will be surprised. In 1971-72, when we were learning in IIT, we were all graded, no marks. We were not, and that was also even not like present thing that now you can convert marks into grades. That is not the absolute marking. That is it is not a relative grading. First you give marks and then you convert it into grades. Our postgraduate grading was simply just teacher used to scan the paper. He will call us in his room, and in front of us, he will examine it, ask some questions, find out the mistakes, and then and there itself will decide the grading. That was the way which we are talking about now in 2020 and 20. It was all there in 1972. So nothing new. It was relative. Only at undergraduate level in IIT, they used to give marks and then convert it into grades. Grades were there, but they were converted into marks. And the reason was because they were supposed to give a President Gold Medal for a student who is topper in whole IIT. And once, how do you decide topper? Because if all everybody gets all A plus grades, it is very difficult to find that who is more intelligent and who is slightly less, because you have to give that precedence. So for that purpose only, undergraduate level, they used to give marks, because marks you can decide between 98 and 99, 98 and 97. Some grading or some differences can be done. Another thing, people talk about interdisciplinary learning or interdisciplinary research, interdisciplinary teaching. Can you believe in 120 years back, there was a scientist in our own country, India, who did pioneering research in absolutely two different fields. Absolutely two different fields. Can anybody identify this scientist? Name of this scientist? He is Indian and he did this, both the works, 100 and up, maybe 130 years earlier. It is 1890 or 1890, 1895, that time, that century, end of that century. Anybody can tell the name of both these things are very, and we are really grateful. The whole world is grateful to him for those two discoveries he has made, and both the discoveries are in entirely different field. Yes, can anybody identify the name of the scientist? Right. Right, I say. No? You will be surprised. His name is Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose, J.C. Bose. Now, can you tell me what are those two inventions? If I tell you the name, of course, you are not supposed to go to Google or Google search. Don't go to the Google search or AI or Meta. If you know, tell me. Anybody? See, we are not knowing the greatness of our own people. We don't owe them. We don't read about them. They have done so much great things in the past, but we are not aware what they have done. No? Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose is called throughout the world now as a father of wireless communication. The fact that all of you are in your own house, I am sitting in my own house at Hyderabad, and still we are able to communicate with each other without any connection, with no wire. Our cell phone is, for cell phone, there is no wire. When a signal comes to our TV, there is no wire. It is a wireless communication. And believe me, father of wireless communication is Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose, not Marconi. People think that only Marconi has done that work. No, Marconi did it later. The first invention was already done by Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose, and that too by sitting in a small room in Calcutta, not in United States, in university in US or UK. No, he did that work in Calcutta, small laboratory in Calcutta in 1890 or 1895 or something. And of course, he demonstrated that work to Royal Society of London, and he got his Doctor of Science degree. They gave him Doctor of Science degree based on that work. Now, this was the work in the field of engineering, or what we call it as electromagnetic communication engineering or electronics communication engineering. Same Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose has done another pioneer invention or discovery. Can you tell me what it was that? At least now? Yes, somebody has written something. Yes, somebody wrote something. Can you tell me the gentleman who wrote? Yeah, he can tell everybody. Yeah, somebody wrote something. He can unmute and tell everybody what was the another invention of the same Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose. All right, somebody wrote. I saw it. It came on the screen. That is correct, actually. Can you unmute and call, sir? What happened? Somebody has given answer. I saw it. Not responding. Doc. Oh, we can't. No, you raise your hand and then they will allow you to unmute. You raise your hand, they will allow you to unmute. Possible? No. Anyway. Yeah, he explained plants. Plants have life. Plants have life. He demonstrated experimentally and proved it. Now imagine a person who does a pioneering work in electronics and communication engineering, in electromagnetic theory. Same person in botany. Plants have life. He proves. So is it not interdisciplinary? It is interdisciplinary. So people at that time also were, even as a matter of fact, the education system, which was introduced by Rabindranath Tagore in Shantiniketan long back. Shantiniketan, all of you must be knowing. That education system was also more or less like a new education policy where everything is being taught. Art was taught, poetry was taught, craft was taught, drama was taught, engineering was taught, life was taught, social science was taught, behavioral science was taught. Shantiniketan. I do not know what is the situation of that same Shantiniketan now, but once upon and education was a enjoyable experience. Now education is not enjoyable experience. Even for a teacher also it is not enjoyable experience because you are calling your workload as a load. People say, I have a teaching load of 16 or 20 hours per week. You are using the word teaching load. You don't say it is my duty. You call it load. So it is working hours. We call it working hours. It is not a load. Lecturing is a delivery. We say, I delivered the lecture. Do you know the meaning of word delivery? Ladies who are attending this will understand the meaning of delivery. It is a painful but enjoyable experience to give a birth totally to new species. You are creating a new life by delivery. It is a painful but enjoyable experience, and therefore we use the word lecture is delivered. Every teacher must feel that pain in preparing the lecture. He must feel enjoyment when he is delivering the lecture, when he is interacting with the students. Then only that word will be justified. Please remember, but when in talking, when in studying, when in learning, whatever subject words we are using, they are appropriate words, appropriate words, exact words. For example, hearing and listening is not same. It looks as if meaning is same. Hearing, listening. I am hearing the lecture. I am listening to music. Looking and seeing. Look and see. It seems meaning is same. No, actual meaning is different. I am looking at you, but I am seeing the picture. There is difference. So in a language, you must be very, very careful. Especially that becomes more careful when you write a literary language or a technical language, meaning words must be used properly. Anyway, I asked some of you, I mean, in the beginning, that you should find out what is wrong with our present system. What is wrong with our educational system as a whole means what is wrong with you, what is wrong with your department, what is wrong with university, and then we can discuss. Tell me, let us open the platform for some discussion, and then if you have some points that sir situation is like this, what can we do, then maybe I can answer your question, or we can start discussing on that issue. So let us see if you have written something. I asked you to write in the beginning what is wrong with you, what is wrong with your department, what is wrong with your university, and what is wrong with the present system according to you, and what can be done according to you to remove that weakness or wrong, or convert that wrong to right. Yes, raise your hands and coordinator will help you to unmute and you can discuss. Anybody wants to say something? Please. See, let there be an interaction rather than one way talk. Yes. Anybody wants to say something? What is wrong with the department, your college, your university? Anybody wants to say? If you want, you can write it also. Poor coordination. Somebody says poor coordination. Between whom? Poor coordination between whom? Coordination between whom? Coordination of what? Somebody has written poor coordination. Between whom? Department. Poor coordination in the department. So we ourselves are responsible for it. We have to break walls and build bridges. We have to.
Hello,
build.
sir.
Yes, somebody wants to talk?
Good afternoon, sir. Roll number
Yes.
1110.
Yes.
Sir, still we believe in chalk and board method. That is less use of technology.
What is
In the
that? That is
department, less use of technique in the department, whether in the department or colleges, still we only adopt old system. That is chalk and board method.
okay. Okay. Is it a wrong thing?
No, it is not a wrong thing, but sometime I think we should use technique also.
No, no, that is okay. See, always uh, PowerPoint presentation, use of internet, that is always good. But madam, remember one thing. All of us have been taught with that chalk, at least my generation has been
Yes,
taught
sir.
with chalk and board only. Is it not?
Yeah.
But we did not lose anything. Problem is, how do you teach? See, problem is something like this. In fact, I would have been very happy if somebody have. See, do you know what is the basic problem? The problem is what to teach, how much to teach, when to
Yes,
teach,
sir.
and how to teach. That is the problem. Again, I'll
Yeah.
repeat. What to
Yes.
teach, what to teach, how much to teach,
Yes.
how to teach, and when to teach. So this business of uh, so-called syllabus coverage. See, everybody at the end of semester will tell to head of the department, sir, I have completed my syllabus. It is a wrong statement. We cannot complete the syllabus. Syllabus is cannot be completed. Always learning is never, there is no full stop for learning. So
Yes,
never
sir.
use the word, I have completed syllabus. No, teaching, you have to give a lot of examples, lot of analogies to the students. Now, yeah, somebody saying I'm pharmacy field and I believe that that thing, yeah, there is, yes, it has gone. Somebody, let it be on the screen for some time. Somebody from pharmacy was telling some note has come. See, whether it is a chalk and uh, blackboard or with a pharmacy apartment, but we need better communication, faster adoption to new policy strongly. Yeah, whatever he says is correct. Requirement of job has changed. So accordingly, my see, it is not possible virtually. Suppose whether the graduation is 3 year graduation or 4 year graduation or five, it doesn't matter. That period is immaterial. In that, I cannot teach everything. Somebody has to be learned by the candidate himself or herself. I cannot, for example, I cannot teach everything. So that's why we give a lot of exercises, a lot of homework, assignments. In fact, when I was seeing a lecture on YouTube, one person gave a definition of a good teacher. Who is the best teacher? You know, and he said, best teacher is a teacher who does not teach. Can you believe it? Best teacher is a teacher who does not teach but allows the student to learn, helps students to learn, helps, mentors. Teacher's job is mentoring. Say, see, if you teach everything, then what student will learn? You are not allowing students to think. You are not allowing students to express. Therefore, another problem, our examination system is also not proper. We don't test the students properly. Nowadays, of course, because of this accreditation system, NAC or National Board of Accreditation, NBA, they expect that we should write program objective, POs, course objectives, and then those things should be reflected in our assignments. Those things should be reflected in our question papers. All those technicality, etc., has come. So that is one part of the problem because of this requirement of the accreditation. But are we allowing the students to learn? In fact, your teaching must raise questions rather than answers. I repeat, your teaching should raise more questions rather than the answers. You are teaching students to answer the questions in the examination. Let me give an example. Let me give an example. We say that fire is how the fire is extinguished. This is the question. Okay? How the fire is extinguished? The reply will be fire is extinguished by using water. आग लगी है, आग कैसे बुझाए? आग पानी से हम बुझा सकते हैं. पाण्याने आग विझवू शकतो आपण. पण this answer is not enough. How water extinguishes fire? That doubt has to be raised. What is the mechanism by which water extinguishes fire? That is learning. Knowing the answer that water extinguishes fire. This answer, knowing this answer is not learning. What are the elements in the water which are responsible to extinguish the fire? That is learning. We don't do that. In fact, our all examination system or our evaluation system is hopeless. How it is hopeless? We expect that in a limited time, we must answer limited questions and we must give only specific questions. We want specific answer in specific time to give specific marks, which does not evaluate his intellectual capability. That is the blunder in our examination system. And we spend lakhs and crores rupees. You ask any controller of examination or director of examination in any university, how much is the budget of examination branch? You know, the examination section budget is in crores. Crores. Lot of question papers prepared, answer scripts, valuation, remuneration, printing, result declaration, etc. It is time consuming, money consuming. But are we evaluating the students properly? No. Because if we would have evaluated students properly, then why again you have to conduct the examination for post-graduation admission? See, why are we not believing our graduate result for postgraduate examination? We again conduct separate test for PG entrance test. After PG, we again conduct a test for PET for your PhD admission. Again, when he goes for a job, that fellow conducts another written test. IIT conducts another written test. Why? When you have already been evaluated and your mark list is with you, it means people don't believe that mark list. They don't believe your 90% grading. Then why are we spending crores of rupees, lakhs of rupees in the evaluation and examination system? Think it is a serious matter. It is a very serious matter to think. So we are not trying to change where it has to be changed. Means the wound is somewhere and the medicine is being applied somewhere. Another questionable thing about this new education policy is that it is not a so-called national education policy yet. It is called national education policy, but it is not national. Many states, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, West Bengal, Kerala, it is not being implemented. They have not even looked at that document. Only in some states it is being implemented. How do you call it national? We would have expected that all states come together, sit around the table, find out what are the requirements of each and every state, what are the requirements of each and every government, because state governments are different than the central government, many places. What are their say? What they have to say? In coordinative effort, if you would have done the exercise, yes, people have accepted it. You listen to them, what they want to say. What is the language policy they want to adopt in their states? And then you find a framework which is acceptable to whole country. Then only you can call it national education policy. Now it is not. As I told you, many people are not. Yes, document is very good. Let me tell you. Let me clarify. Document of national education policy is excellent on paper, in file as a document. But implementation wise, there are question marks. There are question marks. When you say interdisciplinary, etc., see job requirements now long back, when you teach only, let us say, I want to be, somebody becomes MA in Marathi or MA in Hindi, where he can get job, unless he knows something about journalism, unless he knows something about communication, entertainment field. Then only he can go to Marathi channel, Hindi, MA in Hindi can go to Hindi channel if his language is good. But he has to learn what is journalism. He has to learn how to speak, how to modulate device. Because when you are on screen, you have to talk differently than normal. You cannot talk normally on the screen when you are seeing. So same thing is true with let us say hotel management course or tourism department. Tourism department person must know history, must know geography, must know politics. So he has to take courses from political science, because when you want to go to the tourist industry and entertain the tourist, you should know a lot of communication, a lot of history. And history is not learning only past, simply learning what this king has done and what that king has done, when he won the battle and when he lost the battle. No, history is not what has happened. History means why that has happened. What are the reasons? If you think that way, then only the subject learning has some meaning. And of course, nowadays, computer knowledge, computer literacy, artificial intelligence has come in big way. But let me tell you one thing. The fear about artificial intelligence or so-called machine learning, etc., is not advisable. It's not good because nobody can replace human being. Yes, they can do the things fast. Use of artificial intelligence or machine learning, they can do the things fast. Whatever you are not, for example, when I want to do some PhD work, first and foremost thing for a PhD required is what is called as literature survey. Earlier, I remember when I did the thing to find out each and every journal, go to the library, search what work has been done in that field. So knowing the status of literature survey was extremely laborious job. Now that job, because of Google search, has become very easy. See, I used to see the journal which was available only in my library. What about the journals available in United States or journals available in Japan or UK or Germany? No access. But now you have access to whole world. This is the biggest gain. Similarly, whatever computations, data analysis was taking time, now that can be done in seconds. Healthcare, for example. I remember, I do not know whether if 30 years back, 40 years back, you go to a dentist to trouble, some trouble if you have tooth pain, he used to put X-ray plastic something in your inside mouth, and then the machine was kept on the chin, and that X-ray of tooth was taken, and it was a very painful exercise. And after that, it takes nearly 2 to 3 hours to develop that X-ray. Then he will ask you to come after 4 or 5 hours. He will see the X-ray and he will find how much infection is there in your tooth. Now, do you know? Go to the dentist. He puts a small 1 millimeter tube in your mouth, just rotates from left to right, and within 10 seconds, X-ray of all teeth is there on the computer screen, and next 10 seconds, it is in your mobile. You don't have to wait for X-ray. It's so it means some way it has become definite. For example, when you want to do college admissions, artificial intelligence, the college admissions which are taking now 1 month, 2 months, artificial intelligence can do it in 1 day. Declaration of result, it can do it in 1 day. You don't need so many days. Once the data is available, it can all admissions, etc. And not only that, it will do accurately. It will not differentiate between open category and SCH. I mean, if you give all your data, then according to the reservation policy, etc., it will do. But it will not differentiate between male and female, poor and rich. No. Artificial intelligence will not make that differentiation, which you are doing. That partiality will not be there. And everybody, justice will be given. So there are certain advantages and there are certain disadvantages also. For example, emotions, human relationships, that cannot be smile, sorrow, delivery pain. Just now we were talking. Enjoyment of talking with the students. That you can't get with AI. When teacher is talking with you, let me tell you one memorable incident in my life as a teacher. One day what happened, one girl who was doing with a project, final year graduation girl, she was doing project with me. And on the last day, when everything was over, results were declared. So she came to me, and of course, she took my signature in her notebook and that signature where she was taking, and asked me to give some message, etc., etc. And then she said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Ask." Of course, yeah. Can I ask you a personal question? Personal question. I said, "Ask." Then she said, "Sir, you had so much good background, academic qualifications, IIT background, this background, that background. You could have easily gone to United States. You could have easily gone to big industry, IT industry or whatever it is. Why are you in a teaching job? Why you have chosen teaching, and that too in Usman University or our college? You could have gone to some university abroad." So the enjoyment of a teacher, that every semester you get 60 new faces, different age groups, different categories, from different cities, from different villages, from different states. Every semester, new faces. Teaching is subject may be same, but you don't teach the same thing. You give different examples. Depending on the background of the audience, you change your style of teaching, your style of delivery. Unless you do that, then it is meaningless. No job. IT industry, we are doing the same thing. It is like a railway coolie. That railway coolie is putting a lot of luggage on his head. These fellows also, they have a lot of pressure on their head, on their mind, on their heart. That railway coolie has a luggage only on the head, and only his maybe neck is paining. But a fellow in IT who works up to 2 o'clock in the night to 3 o'clock in the night may be getting 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs. That is immaterial. But at the cost of what? Lot of pressure, lot of tension, lot of stress, lot of problems, health problems. So if your job brings you so many problems, then it is not enjoyable. In my opinion, teaching is a most enjoyable exercise, most enjoyable. But are we doing that? Are we making teaching enjoyable, easy? I'll tell you, let us do a small exercise. Can anybody volunteer? See, as Rafe told that my specialization is electronics and communication, and I am also specialized in radar, microwave radar, etc. engineering. Is any participant wants to know in 5 minutes how radar operates, or what is the basic principle of radar? He need not be engineer. He can be a commerce person, he can be a science person, he can be any person. Anyway, I will demonstrate right now here. In 5 minutes, I am going to explain how the radar works. Basic principle, not of course detailed, basic principle. Anybody can come to volunteer. You should know only simple mathematics, that's all. Come as a volunteer, I'll teach. Coordinator, please allow one participant, both audio as well as video. We will enjoy it. And within 5 minutes, I am going to explain the principle of radar so that you will, all of you will enjoy. Come on. Anybody wants to volunteer, raise your hands, and coordinator, please unmute. Coordinator, please allow one participant who is ready to come as a volunteer, both audio and video. Who is ready to learn how radar works? You know, radar is used in wars. All of you know. I'm going to teach it in 5 minutes. I'm telling you, 5 minutes. And without blackboard. I don't need a blackboard. We will have only a question and answer session. That's all. Nobody wants to learn. I'm surprised. All of you are a teacher and you are not interested in learning. Coordinator, please allow somebody to unmute who wants to volunteer. What happened? Coordinator, please. Come, I say. It will be a very enjoying exercise. Yes. Anybody wants to come? Learn? No, nobody wants to learn. Who is controlling this? Yeah, 53. You are ready?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I want one volunteer participant. So allow
Hello.
one volunteer participant to, come on the screen. He will have unmute and video also. Both of us will be
Hello.
on this. Yeah, anybody wants to come?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir. I'm Dr. Pandharipande.
Yeah.
I'm a biochemist.
You want to learn how the radar operates?
Just know I know something small thing. It's kind of thing. We send the radio waves from that particular area. What the echo we reaches. That
Yeah,
how
but
the detect the.
Anyway, you know it, so there is no point in teaching you. I think you know something. I want somebody who does not know. I want some volunteer who does not know.
Actually, I'm the biochemist. I don't know exactly what the thing, but little bit thing I don't know. I know, sir.
Okay, can you volunteer? Do you want to volunteer?
Volunteer for what the purpose, sir? Can I convey the
For
information to
learning,
others?
for learning in 5 minutes, how radar works.
Yeah. I'm ready to learn, sir.
Okay. Now I'll be asking you a question. You have to answer. Okay.
Okay, sir. Right. If
Okay.
possible, I can answer.
Okay. Oh, no, it is very simple. Very simple. It is only chatting.
Okay.
That's all. Only chat. Now imagine, within
Okay.
I'm looking at the watch, and within 5 minutes you will learn how the radar works. Okay. See,
Okay.
in the night, there is a night you are sitting in your bedroom watching TV. Okay. You are on the bed and
Okay.
watching TV, enjoying, right? And
Okay.
you are playing with a ring of in your hand, in your
Okay.
finger. You have a ring. You are
Okay.
playing with that ring. Suddenly, what happens? That ring falls from. I mean, you are playing with the ring. It goes, and
Okay.
lights also goes. Means there is a
Okay.
dark. There is a dark everywhere. Everything is dark in that room, and you want to search where that your ring has gone. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Where is that ring you want to search? What will you do?
Can I use any torch, any other source
Yes,
of light?
correct. Very good. You will take a torch. Agreed?
Yes. Yes,
And
sir.
what will you do? What will you do? You will move that torch.
Yes, of course.
So as a result, what happens? You will move from left to right, because you are seeing only on the ground. So left to right,
Yes,
left
sir.
to right, you will move. And as soon as you see the ring, you will stop.
Of course, sir. Right.
Agreed?
Yes, agreed, sir. Because it
As
is
soon
a
as, as soon
object
as,
you
as
want to
soon as
find.
you, as soon as you see the ring, you stop.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So what has happened now that just now you were telling that electromagnetic beam is sent. So what you are saying,
Yes.
we have said our torch, because of the torch, there was a light, your beam you have sent left to right, and same thing job which is done by the torch. In actual radar, the job is done by an antenna. In every our house, there is a TV antenna, dish antenna.
Yes.
That same dish antenna, actually in the war field, it moves left and right, and it sends the beam, and the it comes back. But now you have seen the ring. Now you want to find out. Now that ring, let us say that ring is below your uh, bed, okay,
Okay.
near the
Okay.
wall, and you want to find out. You want to take out that ring, so you should know how much long stick you want to use.
Okay.
Is it not? So for that
Yes,
you
of
must
course.
know.
Yes.
I must have a long stick. So I must know the distance from your place to that ring. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
you have found location, but you also need a distance. And for that distance finding, again I will ask you few questions.
Okay,
Where
sir.
are you staying? Where are you located? Your city?
It's a Tamil Nadu. Exactly, the
Yeah.
Vellore district, Tirupattur district, Vaniyambadi.
Okay. Let us say. Okay, let us say. Let me tell you. Let us say you are in Chennai.
Okay.
You are going to Bangalore by car.
Okay.
Let us assume that the you take 4 hours,
Of course, right.
and average speed is 100 kilometers. Sorry, 80 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
What is the distance between Chennai and Bangalore?
Nearly 400 plus
No,
kilometers.
no, no, you have to tell me exactly. Listen once again.
Okay.
Chennai to Bangalore, you have taken 4 hours by car.
Okay.
Average speed of the car was 80 kilometers per hour. Average.
Okay.
Average. So 4 hours you have taken. What is the distance between Chennai and Bangalore?
480 kilometers.
No. How 480? 80 into 4, no? 80 kilometers
320,
per hour.
320 kilometers.
320 kilometers. Is it not? You have found the distance, no?
Yes.
Yes, exactly same principle is used. That's all. Over. You have learned. This is the principle of radar. You send an electromagnetic wave by an antenna which is moving left and right. You stop when you find it, and
Distance all.
distance is because you know the speed of a light, because that
Yes.
electromagnetic goes to the speed of the light, and you measure the time between the pulse which is going and the pulse which is received. The pulse goes, hits the target, and again it comes back. See, whenever it is same principle of our, we use our eyes also. How do I see an object? My rays from my eye go to that uh,
Object.
object, and there is a reflection, and I see the object. Same principle is used. That's all. How much time it has taken? 5 minutes. Of course, obviously, there are more details, etc., etc. But can have you without you are in which field? You said biochemistry.
Biochemistry, sir.
Yeah, see, biochemistry person has learned in 5 minutes how a radar works.
Our radar works. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
Thanks for your
yeah.
detailed.
So let us have a clapping.
Yes, of course, sir. I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Now what I mean to say, unless you give examples, unless you make, and not only that, allow students to learn. Allow students to learn. Never use the word teaching load. Never feel. See, I saw one very good lecture by very famous doctor. He says, what is a healthy person? Who is healthy? Who is healthy? The person who says, I have to go to school, I will go to school. I have to go to college, I will go to college. If going to college is a load, then you are not healthy. If going to college is an enjoyment, you are healthy. And
Sir,
another thing,
I'm asking some questions, sir, for you.
please.
Sir, if NEP design a curriculum for whole state, it is possible to everyone can adopt and establish the syllabus curriculum, sir?
See, curriculum, etc. Let me tell you, it is a small framework. See, it's a guideline. Let me tell you, curriculum is a guideline. You are just see. You will not believe. When I was studying in IIT as a postgraduate student in 1970 to 72, can you believe that we never got any curriculum? There was no written curriculum given to any student. In fact, I still remember once upon a time a person from some other state, one teacher came to my teacher in Bengali teacher in IIT, and he was saying, "Sir, can I get a copy of curriculum of IIT?" Do you know what reply was given by the IIT teacher? He said, "Whatever I teach is the syllabus. Whatever I teach is the syllabus." So there was no written curriculum. In fact, another example I will give. When when we were learning in a semester, one teacher throughout the semester taught only one chapter. But we knew that there were 4 to 5 chapters in that semester. So, and semester was getting over. So we were panic that teacher has only taught one chapter and all 3, 4 chapters are remaining. And we have to, after 8, 10 days, we have an exam. We went with a panic to that teacher. And we told him, "Sir, you have taught only one chapter, but what about others?" Do you know what reply? I still remember that reply. It is, ringing in my ears. The teacher said, "If I teach you everything, what will you learn?" That was the reply. If everything I teach, what will you learn? Means teacher was expecting that if he teaches one chapter, other chapters you have to learn on your own. Unless you have this type of attitude towards learning, that is not at all a learning. Not at all a learning. Same thing is you see our whole, you examine your own, forget about answer script. I personally feel that instead of examining the answer scripts in the university, the question paper has to be examined. We have hopeless question papers, hopeless. It does not simulate brain to think. See, for example, logical thinking, creative thinking, something new. Are we teaching? Design, analysis, synthesis. See, these are the aspects of learning. For example, in any case, whether even I would say literature also. Suppose somebody is teaching one poet in Hindi. Let us say he is teaching the poetry of the classes of Hindi literature, and somebody is teaching Harivansh Rai Bachchan, Amitabh Bachchan's father, great poet. His poetry is being taught, Madhushala, very famous book, poetry. But if you teach only what that Harivansh Rai Bachchan has written, it has 100 hidden meanings in every sentence. 100 hidden meaning. It looks outward as if the poetry is about bar and drinking. But no, the hidden meaning is something else. Can you compare then Harivansh Rai Bachchan with Shakespeare or Milton or somebody else? Robert Frost, for example. Can you compare Tagore with somebody? How many of you, somebody has written Tagore? How many of you know how Tagore's writing was different than other writers? Are you telling these things to our students? Do you know that Tagore was the only, rather the first writer who wrote about father's love? Most of the authors, they emphasize mother's love. Always in all literature, mother is treated, as a goddess, and mother's love is uh, depicted in a very good character. Tagore was the only first and perhaps only writer who, throughout his stories and novels, you will find father. I mean, if you see the movie Kabuliwala, very old movie, Kabuliwala, you will experience what I am saying. It is father's love in that movie. It's a small story by Tagore. So, what I mean to say, if you are not looking, there is a famous story of elephant. If you see from the front, you see trunk. If you see from the back, you see tail. If you want to get isometric view of any object, you have to look it from different angles. And you have to prepare the student for that exercise. Okay, so I think it is 4 o'clock. I want to take 10 minutes break. And in this 10 minutes, again, I am reminding you that whatever I have told, you can have a tea, you can have a water, etc. Go to washroom. After 10 minutes, I want whatever you have written on your page, we want to discuss that issue first. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with your department? What is wrong with your college or university? What is wrong according to you in the present education system? And how, let us see, what are the ways and means that weakness can be removed or we can change. Let us break for 10 minutes. Hello, shall we start? Yeah. So I hope everybody is fresh after 10 minutes break. And in order to move this business of discussion, see what are the different aspects we shall first list down, and on that we can discuss. One is academic discipline, administrative discipline. I'm giving you the points. Academic discipline, administrative discipline. Your rules and regulations must be light but tight. Rules and regulations must be light but tight. For example, attendance. Should it be compulsory or should it be liberal? Is a question mark. Because I have seen, at least in engineering, especially when students go to final year, they don't attend the classes. Final year students in engineering. That is my experience. And that too in last 2 to 3 decades, not 40 years back or 50 years back. No, it was not the situation. Attendance was very good. Now it is deteriorating. But without attending the classes also, students are, at least engineering students, are passing with first class with distinction. That is really worrying me. Which means coming to the class is immaterial, whether you come or not. As far as your examination system, evaluation system is such that without attending class, your attendance, your coming to the class is redundant. All students are passing with first class with distinction. That is a fact. It means we have created a system, examination system and evaluation system, that students need not come to the class. Still he can take the examination and pass. The another thing is, again, as I told you, very crucial thing, how much to teach, what to teach, how to teach, when to teach, which relates to curricula. Now we all know that world is changing, requirements of jobs are changing, industrial requirement, job requirements are changing. See, nobody thought about event management. This word was not known 30 years back. Now it is a big industry. Service industry. It was not there. Everything you are getting at your home. All services without moving from your house, you are getting at your doorsteps. This industry was not there 20 years back. See how the changes are there. Typing classes have died. There 30 years back or 40 years back, on every road, every lane, you find at least one typing class. People used to think that even if you graduate, you must know typing to get a job. It is gone. Typing class is gone. Post offices are dying. There is no communication through post office much. Everything is email, WhatsApp, everything. No postman. Postman job is now very less. So these are the even of course newspapers are remaining the same, but the contents of newspaper has changed. There is more news channel. The news is different. News does not differentiate between truth and fact. Truth and fact. Truth is different, fact is different. But news doesn't make differentiate between truth and fact. So whole way in which we digest the information, disseminate the information. This methodology of digesting the information, disseminating the information has changed. Professional ethics. What was wrong 30 years back is not wrong today. Our parents have told telling lie is a crime or sin. Now, everybody is, even father tells in front of the son or daughter, they tell lies. How you don't lose, you don't have a right then to tell as a parent to your child that don't lie, because you yourself are lying. And you are going to the class late, even if by 1 minute or 2 minutes, you lose the right to bang the students or to that why are you coming late. If you are not evaluating the papers in time, you have absolutely no right to ask the students why you did not submit the assignment in time. So look at yourself first and then impose rules, regulation, discipline. People talk a lot about ethics, moral values. Are we teaching those things? Are we teaching really what is the meaning of ethics? What is the meaning of moral values? What is the meaning of quality? What is the meaning of professionalism? Professionalism. See, if I do agree that things have changed, there was only 5 IITs. Now we have 4 times, 5 times IITs. Number of NITs increased by 10 times or 20 times. Number of private colleges, medical colleges increased many times. But still, even normal education, I do not know why you are saying the admissions are not. Yes, admissions are very easy. In fact, you see after the admission process, you read the newspaper, 30,000 seats are vacant in engineering. 40,000 seats are vacant in it. Like that it is coming. So anybody, it means any Tom, Dick and Harry get now admission in engineering, which was, they feel that becoming engineer is something as if, two tails are coming or two horns are coming. It is, every job has its own flavor. Every job is respectful job. A classical singer, he gives you enjoyment of 2 hours. Is it less? No. It is equally good. A poet, a small poetry, the knowledge or enjoyment or message which is given in 8 lines, you can't, you may not get that message in 1 lecture or series of lectures. A poet, always in 8 lines. Or in Urdu Shairi, they say, even 2 lines, they give the philosophy of life. 2 lines. So, words, too many words, too much time is not required for digesting or delivering. That's what I said. How you teach. Syllabus is syllabus. Commerce is commerce. Everywhere. In Pune University, in Madras University, Chennai University, everywhere. Bangalore University. Commerce is a commerce. Physics is a physics. But how that it is delivered, how the experiments are conducted, if it is a science subject or engineering subject, what are the facilities? What is the, in fact, there are many foreign countries where they don't teach the subject. They teach the course contents. Geography is not taught. History is not taught. Examples are taught. Probability or permutation or combination as a subject is not taught. It is taught by example. It is taught by example. And preparing such things, it needs, and that you will remember. You see, whatever your teacher must have told, small thing, in your school days or in a primary class, you remember even now, after 70 years, 80 years, I remember. How many of you remember a definition of a point? Those who are at least science or because even if you have gone to commerce, everybody has done small mathematics, geometry, etc. How many of you know what is point? Can anybody tell me what is point? Small point. Definition of a point. Anybody here is math teacher? Raise your hand, math teacher. Science, even science also, science teacher. I think there may be many maths and science teacher. What is point? Yeah. No length, no breadth, no height. Now you see, in the definition itself, there is a contradiction. Tell me, when there is no length, no breadth, no height, how there can be existence? Till they say it has existence. So in the definition, two parts, they are contradictory to each other. And that is how we are taught in school. And whole geometry, straight line, circles, triangle, rectangle, everything starts with a point. And that point definition itself is contradictory. It is like a god. It is not seen, but it has existence. So what I mean to say, that how the concepts are being delivered, that is more important than teaching a subject. And for that you have to learn. You have to study. You have to look the world. Always keep your eyes open. Always keep your ears alert. And see how a concept can be taught with examples. Another thing about the evaluation system. People talk about continuous evaluation. See, we had earlier annual system, semester system, trimester system, continuous evaluation, etc., etc. Everything has got its own advantages, disadvantages. I have gone through all. I had an annual system, I had a semester system, I had a trimester system, I had a continuous evaluation. Everything. I have gone through all. Everything has got its own merits and demerits. In fact, in a system like IIT, you will not believe, teacher is whole soul. The examination branch in IIT does not have much work. There is no director of examination, assistant registrar examination, so many things. It is not at all there. At least now I don't know, but our time it was not there. Teacher himself was deciding. He was setting the paper, he was evaluating the paper, he was declaring the result. That's all. After that, only after 4 years, that some consolidation will be done by IIT administration. That's all. But for that semester, teacher is everything. What is wrong? Because we cannot introduce such novelty or revolutionary ideas in all colleges because we don't believe. There is no faith. We feel that yes, one person is maybe okay, but 10 people, 10 persons are not named. They may not do justice. They just will give marks. They will give us. They may not take assignments but give marks. They may not conduct seminars but give marks. Students may not write a project report but give marks. So don't blame the students. Teachers, as a teacher, we are equally responsible for the damage which is being done, in my opinion. All right, coming back, I think I wanted that, for last half an hour or so, let us have a very good active participation from participants, some question answer sessions, so that we can learn from each other. I also want to learn from your difficulties. And I'm not claiming that whatever I have said is the last word. No. Many things I don't know. I'm an oldie. Your situation is different. Ground situation may be different. I agree. But for that also there may be a solution. Maybe with my experience I can share. I can tell something which may be applicable, may not be applicable. I don't claim. Okay, so now for next 30 to 40 minutes, let us discuss. Have you written those things? What is wrong? So that we can find some solutions here. Come on, one by one. Shall we do it roll number wise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to 10, as it is done in the airport, They call first to 10. So 1 to 10. Anybody who wants to share what he has written on the paper about what is drawback as an individual, as a department, as a college, as a university? Yes, 1 to 10, or anybody for that matter, if you're ready. Coordinator, please open everybody for discussion. Interactive session. Next.
Sir,
Yes,
my
go
roll
ahead.
number 53.
Please go ahead.
As the first question, what's the drawback, the individual, the weakness?
Yes.
Sir, my strength is my weakness. Because I always accept the challenges, whatever the higher authorities are provided.
So that is not the weakness according to me.
I like to mention, sir. Currently, my position is IQAC director.
Okay.
And then I am the NAD nodal officer.
Okay.
ABC Academic Bank of Credit coordinator.
Okay.
ISHA nodal officer. NTF nodal officer. NIRF nodal officer. And ISBN coordinator, like that.
Okay.
If some person is doing extraordinary work, again we get another challenges, that means another assignments.
No, but
I
as
like
long as long as you are
Yes.
enjoying those, it is good. But if you can, then you can make your friends accept to share your this thing also.
Of course, but right now is not able to manage the time. Multiple assignment is there.
No. What I want to say,
Yes.
you are not alone. No, there are do you have friends or not?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
The
If you have friends,
second question is working in your department, working in your college. That is the problem. As you said, someone is mentioned in a chat box, cooperation, collaboration, mutual exchanging. That is the problem.
Yeah,
If I do as
See, if somebody is doing, always the load will come on him. That is a usual thing. But
yes,
in my opinion, if an institute has to grow, if a department has to grow, there has to be a
of course.
cooperative effort. Otherwise, it will not grow. Let me tell you one thing. Because there is a, I do not know whether you know it or not. There is an African philosophy called Ubuntu. Have you heard Ubuntu?
Exactly, I don't know, sir. I
There is a
think
philosophy called Ubuntu. You can go to Google and search. What does it mean? That I am there because of you. I am there because of you. It means for existence, we have to work together. See, whatever progress it has happened today, is it not? In last industry 1, industry 2, industry 3, industry 4, whatever it is, progress, it is all because of cooperation. Single man cannot do anything. For example, the shirt which I am wearing, I do not know which cotton, which farmer farm that cotton came from, where that cotton went for threading. Somebody else has done threading. Somebody has converted into a cloth. Somebody else has put a dyeing colors, and somebody has just stitched it. Somebody has put a collar. Somebody has put plastic buttons. That plastic button was manufactured somewhere. It means just on a shirt on my body or a sari for girl, there is a contribution of 100 and 200 people, and that's why we are wearing it. So same phenomena applies to education also. Unless we all come together, you cannot wear a good shirt or wear thing. Everybody has to join. The sense of cooperation must be cultivated. It is the job of administration. Not only that, job of everybody also. Next. But point is valid. Point is valid.
Sir, as
Next.
you previously mentioned in a classroom, in IIT, the professors complete one unit, and the remaining unit should be self-learned by the students. But currently, what we do, spoon feeding like activities. We are providing all the e-notes, all the content.
So who is at fault? See, who is at fault? You are at fault, no?
Of course, but the parents should not understand. The students going to complain to the parents that they are not providing any notes, they are not taking classes
Okay,
like that.
okay. Let them complain.
That is
Let them complain. Let them complain. Let them complain. You are the boss. You are the
okay.
boss. As a teacher, you are the boss. Shall I give you one beautiful example? Shall I tell you a story?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can.
Yeah, 30, 40 years back, it is a 40 years back story. In our engineering college, Usmania University, there was a unwritten rule or prepared by students themselves, unwritten conventions, I should say, that from Dasra to Diwali, first year students used to go for a vacation on their own. It was not declared vacation. Only first year. Second year used to be there. Third year used to be there. Fourth year used to be there. But first year students used to leave Dasra and they would come after Diwali. It was not declared by the principal. It was going on. When I became the head of the department, I did not tolerate it. I said our department students cannot leave. So what did I do? I wrote to all 40, 50 parents a registered letter that your son and daughter is not attending the classes. This is not a vacation declared by the college. If they don't come to the college within 2 days or 3 days, their names will be removed from the college. I was not authorized to do it. I told principal, sir. Principal said, don't bother, they are going, it is practice, etc. He was not with me. But I did it for my own department. I said, I am head of the department. As far as my department is concerned, I will not accept this indiscipline. And then I did it. And then next day, all parents came. No, no, our son is telling this, our daughter is telling this. I said, nothing doing. Can you believe it? 2 or 3 days, our department started without any problem. Started. And from that, not only that, from that year, whole college, this process was, this whole thing was removed. It never happened again afterwards. So somebody has to ring a bell or do something, take an initiative. It is all depends on who will do it. Next. Just I need 2 minutes, sir. My battery is down. I am just putting a battery. Yes, next. Next. Next question. Please, next question. Let us discuss. See, everybody has a problem unless we come out. If you go home with ignorance, only you are at loss. And I am spending 3 hours for you from this Hyderabad. I also don't gain anything. So let us speak out. For everything, there is a solution. No, not necessary. I don't. If for everything, there may not be solution. But at least we can discuss. I don't believe in one-way traffic. I keep on talking for 2 hours and you keep silent and you don't come up with any activity. That is not good for a teacher. I'm telling you. It is not good for a teacher. Yes. Next. What is wrong with present system? How to rectify it? Come out with your ideas. Come out with your ideas.
Sir, again,
Yeah.
53.
Yes.
Currently, the system is, we have a semester-wise pattern. We have to 90 days working days. From that, we have to conduct 3 CAA, continuous internal assessment examination.
Yeah.
And then the paper should be evaluated, marks should be distributed. Again, the practical examination, model examination, and finally, semester examination. In between, so many programs are conducted throughout the college. Many students are attended. Very less number of time to complete the syllabus. And you mentioned that the syllabus is kind of delivery to the students. It's a different.
No. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. If everything is done with proper planning, then I can assure you as a teacher, you will find lot of free time. Lot of free time. In fact, I tell you, in all jobs at present, teaching job is the only job where you get lot of time. I have done it for nearly 50 years. Still I am doing teaching. And still I claim that teaching is the only job compared to doctor, IT engineer, surgeon, or a industry person. There is not much tension, etc. here. So this complaint that because we are not doing it with proper planning, therefore we feel that as if we are busy. As if we are busy. That's not so. Let me tell you. As a head of the department, as a dean faculty of my faculty, can you believe throughout my career of 30, 40 years, my teaching load per week was 24 hours. Who takes this as a professor? Who takes this load? 24 hours I used to teach. So, and all the assessment, examination, etc. Even if, as a head, I have valued papers. As a dean also, I have valued papers, conducted viva, everything. It all depends on how you plan, how you distribute your work. Next. Others also should come up. I want some other people, not one person talking again and again, some other people, so that we have variety of discussion. Some other faculty people also should share their concern.
Sir, I have a question.
Please, please.
When we work in the college, principal used to give various works, and there is no one to help who is leading. And after that, if some fault is there, all the blame came to the leading person.
So, what is the question?
Sir, the blame, because of that, the leading person used to become negative and nervous, and that's why his working ability comes to low category according to.
No, I see it is because of, let me tell you, that is what people, that is why there is an importance of what is called as personality building. What is
Yes.
personality? See, if you get nervous by
Yeah.
such things, then it means there is something wrong with our personality. Let us not blame somebody else. Okay. Now, whether to accept all work together is in your hand. Or you can also say that, sir, you can distribute the work equally to everybody. That you can always tell openly in meeting with the administration, right? Not in one to one. In meeting, you should tell that everybody must
Sure.
share the
Yes.
administrative responsibility. That's all. Once what will happen, then the load will equally get distributed, responsibility will get equally distributed, and that risk also will get equally distributed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Thank you, sir.
that is what I am telling you. See, otherwise the blame now also, after 75 years, are we not blaming Mahatma Gandhi or Jawaharlal Nehru or Sardar Patel or somebody? We blame. How does it matter? They are now in the heaven, and this thing, it doesn't, hey, but still, how can you deny their contribution to the country? We cannot deny.
No,
So
no.
all these blames, etc., these are all immaterial. Immaterial.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Shall I tell you an encouraging story for that?
Yeah, sure, sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah, because then you will understand. See, the story is written by a very famous what you call CEO. There is a very big company called Mindtree, and his CEO has written professionalism. Professionalism. And he tells that the story goes like this. In Bangalore, there was a hospital, a government hospital, and in front of that hospital, one lady used to be there with a small kid. She was a beggar, in fact. She did not have anybody, so she used to ask for begging here, there, right?
Yes.
And there was a kid. So she had a son. When son became around 12-year or 13-year-old, this lady expired, because
Yes.
of some sickness and other thing. Now, this boy is alone. In front of this boy, somehow these doctors, nurses, hospital people, and the shopkeepers around, they collected money and they did the Anta Samskar for that lady.
Lady.
This boy had seen it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now boy decided that I should all my uh, mother did not get proper treatment
Yes.
when she died. So what he did at the age of 14, he requested the department, that hospital,
Hospital.
that when there are, the accident people, etc., come and there is nobody to take care of their last rites. He
Yes.
said, I will do it. So he started doing that work, and all people around, doctors, nurses, and shopkeepers, they all helped him. So he used to do it very delicately with a bhakti, with a
Yes. Yes.
dedication. So
Yes.
first he did it with a cart. Then he purchased a rickshaw. Then he nicely purchased a rickshaw. Then he should decorate. Afterwards, he should decorate with the flowers. Then he got slowly he got money, and government gave some money. People gave some money. He purchased a ambulance type of that thing, and he did. Now the author says this boy is really professional. This is
Yes.
really professionalism, because he is not doing for promotion. He is not doing for the increment. He is
Yes.
not
Yes, sir.
doing he is not doing for somebody to get a best teacher award or best this award. No, nothing. But still he is doing it. This is called professionalism, mind you.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, yes.
so I think this story will
Yes,
help you.
yes. I got it. I got it.
Okay, next. Next. Next person, please. Everybody must participate. Please don't. It is not a a pravachan or a movie just you see and go. No, everybody must react, interact. Say that, sir, we don't. I will be very happy if somebody says, sir, we do not agree with you. Yes, I will be happy. Tell you, I will respect your views also. Come on.
Good
Next.
evening, sir.
Yes.
I am Dr. Shrikant Bhandari. My roll
Please.
number is 6. As per you have said that 4 aspects are there: you, department, college, and university level.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. So as per my level, I am finding some problem regarding evaluation of the students. Means we are not
Okay.
able to find out the exact method. There are various methods, as you said, for evaluating the students. But from rural areas, we are having some students, they are doing some work in their farms. Some students are not able to attend the classes continuously. While some
Yeah.
students are there, they are doing some professional courses.
Okay.
During admission, they say that we are going for CA, CS, ICWA, and they are taking admission at our college. At that time, what happens? Some students are doing lectures continuously. They are good in attendance, but somewhat poor in academics. But some students are doing professional qualification, so they are good in academics, but they are not in regular in attendance. So we face problems over there. Then secondly, the culture of private tuitions is there. So students are not also attending the classes. Secondly, at department level, shall I tell all the problems one by one?
Tell.
Okay. Secondly, at department level, what I find that we say that NEP is focusing on multidisciplinary and skill-oriented courses. But whether the competency of the teacher, whether the competency of the teachers is being checked, whether they are able to deliver the course contents or not. Secondly, those courses, when those courses are offered, students normally follow their peers or their friends or their teachers. Means, as per NEP, students should opt the subject that they are interested or they are good. They want to get more knowledge in this field. but they are following their friends or their peers. Or during admission time, what happens? One admission form is there.
Okay. First I will discuss these 2 points and then we can go for the other points.
Okay, sir, okay,
Let
okay.
me now, as far as the first point, your valuation point, etc., is concerned. Okay, so as long as first of all, we have to see when you are evaluating, means what are you doing? Let me tell you. When we evaluate, we want to find the mistake in the answer script. This is a wrong attitude of a evaluation. You are not supposed to find mistakes. On the other hand, you are supposed to find what is the caliber of a candidate. See, our attitude first is when you give marks, our thing, where can I cut the marks? And then I give marks. They don't know. Even if suppose there is a mistake, you try to find out why that mistake was committed and whether really student has understood or not. And if he has understood and committed a mistake by some reason, still you can grade him properly. Okay, that is one aspect. Therefore the teacher's role plays a very important thing in the real evaluation of a student. Student may not attend the classes, but if he has learned it from outside, what is wrong? See, our that 75% attendance as per as UGC rule, etc., is there. It's okay. But if the requirement is he has to go to farm, he has to go for that agricultural work for his family need, then that is also equally important for him, is it not? So you cannot punish it for that. Therefore, you have to be slightly judgmental as a teacher, how to evaluate. Therefore, one rule is not applicable to all 60 students. Let me tell you. What we are doing, sab ghode barabar. Sab ghode 12 takke. That is not correct. Some person's understanding level is poor. So you can ask him. Somebody is sick. What can you do? You have to again re-examine him. So that type of flexibility has to be earned by a teacher, by his caliber. I used to do it. Okay. The next problem is if they go outside, they learn different things, they listen to their parents, they listen to their friends, etc. You can't do it. You can't change that attitude. Or they go to the tuition classes because everybody is going. See, that is happening. They go to some morcha, they go to some agitation, etc. That is not in that. But whenever time comes, at least you can warn him in good words. You can tell him what is good, what is bad. Rest is up to him. Whether he listens or not, up to him. But as a teacher, you must do your duty to tell him. I know our student is, our generation, next generation is now more of a arrogant, flexible, disrespectful, etc., etc. But that with time you have to accept it. I cannot accept. When I go to teaching now in my same college where I taught 30 years back, I'm telling you, 30 years back, my class used to be full, 50 out of 50, full. There was a band. One day, there was a band in the whole city. Can you believe our department students locked it from outside and had classes inside? They locked the department from outside and the classes were going inside. There was absolute band in the city. Same now, 10 students out of 60. They are learning. The whole attitude is changed. I cannot do anything. With time, things are changing. We should do our duty as a teacher. We should do our duty. There is a very famous, I think, one scientist, from USA. Even if nobody is in the class, he used to take a class, it seems. Even if there is no student in the class, he used to teach. So such stories are also there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything else? Next, anything else? You want to say something more?
Yes, sir. Regarding the different courses, that is open electives and other courses that are being offered in NEP. So while choosing those subjects, student should choose it as per his you may say interest or his liking. But often it is observed that they are following their peers, or at some extent, some teachers
No, I
are
told you,
following.
no, I told you, this is all, water is flowing in this direction, the people go in that direction. Some morcha is going in that direction, it is going in that direction.
Yes, okay.
But for example, artificial intelligence or that machine learning business, you take it from me. After 10 years, 20 years, this bubble is going to blow off.
Exactly.
Already 40,000, 50,000 seats are vacant in engineering colleges every year. So that itself is a clear indication. Now many engineering colleges are getting closed because you have made a hype. What somebody has to become, he has to become engineer. As if doing MCOM and BCom is useless. No, doing MCOM and BCom is also equally good. Becoming a finance officer is equally good. CEO or what is called as the chartered account, CA, is equally good. Singer, being a singer is a good. Singer also is for every mehfil. Singer gets 1 lakh, 2 lakhs rupees, 3 hours.
What is happening, sir?
Next.
Sir, one more aspect.
Please, others should not speak when somebody is speaking. Please go ahead. Coordinator, please control. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, one more aspect, that while implementing this NEP, the colleges, those are offering traditional courses, and some professional educational courses are also offered by some colleges. So during implementation, they are facing some problems. Good implementation, you may say.
No, see, what happens, when a track is changed, railway, when the track is changed, there is always a noise. So beginning, you will feel some difficulties in because when you have to do this, you have to. But let me tell you, the attitude of now, things will change. The college 10 to 5. Our college used to be 10 to 5 or 10 to 4, whatever. This concept has to be changed. Now the college will be 24/7. Library or whatever lab will be 24/7. Somebody has to take a class at 7 o'clock. Students will come at 7 o'clock. Somebody has to take a class at 8 to 9 from evening, night, online class. See, if you have to learn, you have to be flexible. So the concept of 10 to 5 college will now go with time. Already it has happened. In IITs, some classes are held when there is an elective and a lot of students are there. The college, the class is evening 6 o'clock. The teacher comes late in the evening and takes class. How does it matter? So the concept of 10 to 5 business will go off.
Yes, sir.
And with online teaching, it is still there. The online teaching, the class, if you are taking a lecture from some United States, you have to be at 5 o'clock in the morning or late in the night.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I'm Dr. Deepa Lakshmi. I'm working in a self-financing college, sir. Since it is a women's college, the girl children are having so many difficulties, like health issues, something like that. So in that case, a few of the students are having some shortage of attendance. So we are just making the students to come, till the exam starts, so that the students are coming to the college because of this attendance. So shall we give some sort of relaxation for those students who are having really health issues and wanted to pursue their degree, even then they are having so many of family
See,
situations, sir.
let me tell you one thing. No,
Yes, sir.
this relaxation of rules, relaxation of this, etc., it all
Yes,
depends
sir.
on, in my opinion, not on the rules on the paper. It all depends on the relationships which you have as a human being.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose the
Yes, sir.
difficulty
Yes, sir.
is, let me tell you one thing. Just you are telling attendance,
Yes.
attendance, etc. I
Yes,
was
sir.
working
Because
in
no,
IIT.
since
I was working in IIT for
yes, sir.
nearly 10 years. I taught in IIT. In 10 years,
Okay, sir.
believe me,
Yes, sir.
I did not conduct a single supplementary examination. Nobody failed.
Okay, sir.
Nobody failed.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Another thing,
Okay, sir.
there was a, suppose student is sick or
Yes,
is
sir.
suffering from fever or accident. There used
Yes,
to
sir.
be examination center in the hospital. He can write a
Oh,
examination
okay.
from the hospital.
Okay, sir.
So,
Okay, sir.
as a human being, we have to take
Yes,
the
sir.
decisions depending on the case
Yes, sir.
by case.
Because they are very much interested in getting their PG degrees.
But yes,
Since they
I do
it is
agree.
in a rural
But
area. Uh,
only thing is that people should not take disadvantage of this relaxation. That's all.
Okay, so no. We are seeing that the genuinity is there with the students, and
Yeah.
they are very good in academic knowledge also. And
Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
we are
Then,
having any
then, then,
classes, they are
then
very good, sir.
why should you deny them from? See, as long as you evaluate
Since
them,
they will be getting some less mark in the attendance, we are just making the students to come, even then they are not feeling well. So if I am getting a proper clarification on that, on the students' perspective, we can do something on that first.
see
So
what
if you
you
are,
can do. No. For this solution is a form some small
yes,
committee of teachers, and case
yes,
by
sir.
case, the teachers will evaluate the case and take a decision. If you take the
Yes, sir.
single person should not take a decision. Let a small committee be
Yes, sir.
formed, and they can
Yes, sir.
examine that yes, this case is genuine. He needs relaxation
Okay,
to be
sir.
given. That's all. Let there
But
be a
that is
democratic.
not 2% of whole for student strength, sir. And not focusing on all students. A genuine student with good academic knowledge and wanted to pursue their PG
So I'm
with
telling you, a
even
small committee can be formed. Case by case, they
yes,
can
sir.
decide.
Sure, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Next.
So can I have a question regarding the previous question? If
Yeah.
there is no policy and guideline from the COE office, how can we make it into possibility, sir?
Let me tell you, Ari Baba, rules are made for what? Rules are made. See, I do agree that rules have to be there. This thing is to tell me. Suppose examination is say 10 o'clock. Some student is coming. He met with a scooter accident. He has to half an hour. He is delayed. If the case is genuine, see, he will get the same time, 3 hours. I mean, 2.5 hours. If he says, "I will, sir, I will write 2 hours only." What is wrong? How does it matter if you allow him? You are not giving him any extra time or something. So rules are there, have to be there, but that does not mean that you punish unnecessary. And for that purpose, instead of taking a decision by case, let there be a committee and democratic fashion whether the concession should be given or not should be decided.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, next. Any other points? See, we have covered so many aspects You can ask from on different aspects without repeating the same thing again and again. Come on, any other arts faculty, science faculty, language, engineering, medical. Let there be a variety of questions. Then only there will be a learning. Learning is more important. And learning is by examples, not by, lecturing. Learning is not by lecturing. Learning is by experience. Learning is by examples.
Sir, we are not yet moved to NEP till now, as we are Tamil Nadu government is not yet to be follow.
Yeah, I know.
How the MEME, the multiple entry, multiple exit to be work, we don't know exactly whether it is the system is
but I would like to know what aspects you are following. Are you following something from NEP or not?
Still now we are not following, sir. Just we are starting with the ABC, Academic Bank of Credit and DigiLocker only.
No, Academic Bank of Credit you are following.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, so that is good. No, so it doesn't matter. See, as long as some good things you are implementing, it is enough. It is enough. That's all.
I'm talking about the multiple entry and multiple exit, how it works.
See, multiple entry, multiple exit, it will be a tedious process from administration point of view, right? Because you have to keep track of a student, is it not? Suppose a student has taken admission and suddenly he comes after 2 years, is it not? So you have to keep a track. But let me tell you, if the administration is computerized, then these things will be easy. A student will have some number like his Aadhaar card, right? If he tells that number, his whole history will come out, and whether he is flexible or not, he can be given admission or not, everything can be decided. So less human intervention and more computerized thing will help. The complication will reduce, in fact, in future. So there won't be now keeping a track of a student is difficult because of human intervention. But when everything is decided by computer, even if the student comes after 5 years, why should we deny? Let him complete the course.
So according to NEP, what are the things the teacher should follow, or teacher should need the skills in the future?
Innovation. Don't do the same thing again and again. Try to teach the same thing in a different fashion. Then keep yourself updated with latest where the world is going. Suppose you are teaching some aspect in science. What is your subject? What is your subject?
It's the biochemistry. Science, biochemistry.
So biochemistry subject. So now biochemistry, biotechnology, bioinformatics, all things are now merging. There is going to be a marriage between infotech, biotech, and genetics. Everything will be together. So accordingly, simply telling one aspect of biochemistry will not do. I think since you are a biochemistry, do you know that I think 2012 or something, a person who received, our Indian only, Professor Venkat Ramakrishna, I think his name, he received the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Do you know? 2012.
Exactly, I don't know, sir. I have to.
He's an Indian, but of course abroad. Indian, but abroad. You will be surprised. He received a Nobel Prize in Chemistry, but all his degrees are in physics. BSc, MSc, physics. But he receives Nobel Prize in Chemistry. He teaches biochemistry. He does research in biotechnology. Right? So this is how the world is going. So this you have to inculcate in your program. This type of ideas. I mean, teaching like, like putting like this and teaching, this will not work. That will be broad-minded. And there is no research means not only PhD publications and journal publications. Understanding new things is also important. Everybody cannot do research. Everybody cannot publish papers. But becoming a good teacher means be aware, try to understand something. So innovative ideas, both in teaching, learning process, expression, giving different examples, creating a good laboratory in the department, teaching through experiments. I will give you a slogan because you are a science person. I will give you a slogan. The slogan is take a class in the laboratory and bring laboratory to the class. How do you like?
Great, sir. Great, sir.
Take theory class in the laboratory and bring laboratory to the classroom. It will change. It will change, I tell you. What we are doing, we are teaching theory one side and practicals other side. No, mix it together. Then only learning will take place. So tell your all teachers in science, all teachers in science should remember, or engineering, take theory class in the laboratory and bring laboratory equipment to the classroom and then teach. Of course, now with internet and screen, you can simulate and you can do a lot of things. So this is the advantage of the new technology. You can use internet and demonstrations can be done on the screen also. Simulation has helped quite a lot. Next. Last two questions now. We are now 5:15. Last two questions. Then I'll stop.
Sir, as we are not yet to follow NEP, what are the things to be ready for NEP, sir?
No, see, NEP is not a very great thing. It is a systematic way of doing the things. It is going with the world. See, NEP is not a very great thing, I told you. All aspects of NEP were being implemented in IITs, etc. 30 years back, 40 years back. That nothing. Semester system was there, trimester system was there, continuous evaluation was there. Just now I told you, interdisciplinary. Instead of electrical, I learned mechanical, civil, and other subjects. So, what I mean to say, it is not a thing. Just be prepared for change. That's what NEP wants. Be prepared for change. AI is coming. Computer has already entered. Job market is changing. Earlier it used to be white collar job. Now it came the blue collar job. Now there is a no color job. It means you will not have a particular job. You can do 4 or 5 things simultaneously. You can be a teacher, you can be a consultant to industry, you can be a counselor, you can spend time for your hobbies. Things will change because of this new thing. So be prepared for that. There is nothing new in so-called new education policy. It is systematic way of doing the things. Professionally doing the things. Quality consciousness. With quality consciousness doing the things. Earlier we were not quality conscious. We did not know that quality can be measured for education. But National Board of Accreditation and NAC has said that even colleges can be given. Did you imagine that college will be given marks or institutes will be given marks? We never thought. But they found out the system. So it is like that. Last question. Last question.
Sir, we are not yet to receive the NAC new manual.
That will be available in the internet. We wait for some time, it will be available. Again, I'm telling you, don't go for manual rules, regulations. Do your job perfectly. What NAC wants, do your job perfectly. That's all. Let the rules and regulation come later. NAC or NBA, this is not a very big thing. It has not come from the sky. They say, decide something and do it. Make a rule, follow it. Try to know your responsibility, duties, follow it. That's all. There is nothing big about NAC and FAC. Understand your duty, responsibility, follow it. That is enough. And follow it with your heart, with hard work. That's all. I think I'll stop here. Thank you very much, coordinator of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University and the center, Dr. Rafri, Dr. Mahajan. Thank you very much. Thank you for patiently tolerating me or listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.